member of the highest decision-making body of the University of Delhi, the Executive Council. He's also a member of the court, University Court. Dr. Gupta superannuated from University of Delhi, the very prestigious ARST college. I have this penchant for always calling him as our supermodel of Dabur Chyawanprash. And I think in the last, if you all recall, session, our chief guest very rightly commented that there should be a Chyawanprash now made only in name of Dr. J.L. Gupta, because the kind of work that he puts up, the way he makes that each one of us to match up with his footsteps, I think that is unparalleled. We are indeed very, very grateful, sir, that the Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter, which is a partner organization for this program, is not only your brainchild, but you have been nurturing it and making sure that it reaches heights. And I may also inform the participants here that our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, is the president of the Indian Accounting Association. Now I would call upon Dr. J.L. Gupta to kindly address and welcome the participants and august gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rekha Dayal. A very pleasant evening to one and all. For me, it's a moment of pride and honor to be in the midst of a galaxy of distinguished guests in the function. CA Dr. Girish Ahuja, known as Bhisham Pitamaha of Income Tax, chief guest of the session, likely to join soon. Then special guest would also be joining, Mr. Russell Guthrie, Chief Financial Officer, IFAC. Then one more guest of honor, CA Nihar Jambushriya, Vice President, ICI. We are happy to have one more personality, CA Anil Sharma ji, CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal ji, Member Central Council ICI, Professor S.P. Agrawal, Principal of the Ramanujan College, members of the organizing team, colleagues, friends, and dear participants. I welcome you all to this valedictory function of the certificate course on IND AS organized by Ramanujan College in association with Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter. Friends, we all know that the era of implementation of IND AS had begun in the country from 1st April 2016 onwards in the phased manner. Phase 1 companies have already started publishing their annual reports prepared in accordance with IND AS. Under Phase 2, all listed companies and companies having net worth of rupees 250 crore or more, but less than 500 crore, began implementation of IND AS from 1st April 2017 onwards. And banks, NBFCs, and insurance companies are required to comply with IND AS from 1st April 2018 onwards. This certificate course on IND AS has been designed to help the corporate and practicing professionals deal with new regulatory requirements, increase their awareness, and develop an understanding of the new standards. This course has attempted to focus on the best practices, gap differences about asset relative standards, gap differences about the other standards and other areas. To my mind, this has been a golden opportunity for the participants to learn masters of the subject, because each and every faculty is a renowned faculty. I'm sure, apart from the comprehensive theoretical aspects, it has been our endeavor to sharpen the experience and excellence of the participants through exposure given by the learned resource persons. Finally, I would like to, I wish to congratulate all the participants for their successful completion of the course. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jail Gupta, sir, for giving us the significance and importance of IND AS. And I'm sure each one of us agrees that behind every good businessman, there's a great accountant. And I'm reminded of a little joke that I'm going to share quickly with you. When someone asked a group of people, physicists, attorney, and accountant, what is 2 plus 2? The engineer very immediately said, in 2 hours, I can tell you that it is 4 with proof. The physicist said, it is in the magnitude of 1 to 10. And the attorney said, in the case of Dayal versus State, it was declared to be 4. And what was the accountant's reaction? What would you like it to be? So, friends, I think with that spirit in mind, we are very fortunate today that we have with us a galaxy of, I would say, stars and celebrities here. Some of them have taught you, and some are here on this platform as our chief guest and as our guests of honor.
Good.
Most of you know about CA Dr. Girish Ahuja, who very kindly agreed to be our chief guest for today. As Dr. Jail Gupta has already said, known as Guru and Bhishma Pitame of tax consultants. I would say personally, I'm very, very fortunate to have known him for more than almost, I would say, 4 decades. And I always was awed by his humility and perspicacity in work. हिंदी में एक मुहावरा पढ़ा था, जब वृक्ष फल से लदा हो तो वो झुकता है, वही डॉक्टर गिरीश आहूजा का मंत्र है. He is a Delhi University alumnus, having done his PhD from FMS and his BCom honors from SRCC, and he also superannuated as Professor of Commerce from Shri Ram College of Commerce, University of Delhi. He is also the most respected and revered faculty of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and also of company secretaries. He was nominated by the central government to the Central Council of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India for 2 terms. He's also on the board of directors of many companies. Dr. Girish Ahuja is an author of repute whose books are read by not just students of commerce and postgraduate students, but also by professionals. I'm very happy to say here, his students today are holding the top positions in the government, corporate world, and academia. And I must say, I'm sure one has lost the count of the number of lectures and seminars CA Dr. Girish Ahuja has been invited to and has delivered with so much, I would say, energy and his ability, and has shown that not only the students of the university, but also professionals benefiting out of it. We are very happy and honored to have him with us as our chief guest, and we welcome him with us. We have our special guest from all the way from New York, who's none other than Shri Russell Guthrie. Shri Russell Guthrie is the CFO and Executive Director of International Federation of Accountants. I'm very happy to announce to every one of you here that in India, I think this is the first time that apart from ICAI, a person of his stature from IFAC has made his presence felt to the audience. Mr. Guthrie's acumen in strategy development, finance, and operations is unparalleled. He also delves into the overseas membership and capacity building activities. Mr. Russell also worked for 12 years in the assurance practice of KPMG, traveling across countries. He's a licensed certified public accountant in the states of Texas and New York, and is a member of the American Institute of CPAs. Mr. Guthrie has successfully completed and graduated from the University of Texas with honors, completing a degree in business administration, and has wealth of experience in the development and maintenance of firm quality control programs. We are indeed very, very grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation to be here, and we look forward to hearing from you. We welcome you amongst us as our very, very special guest.
Dr.
We are
Rekha Dayal,
equal.
Dr. Rekha
Yeah.
Dayal, Dr. Girish Ahuja has joined. So
Oh,
we welcome him. And also, probably these introductions we can give when say Mr. Russell Gadri joins and
okay.
Mr. Nihar
All right.
Jambusaria
Then,
join. So,
okay.
so that will take care of interest,
Sure.
the time of each of the distinguished guests. Uh,
Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, for letting me know about our guru, CA Dr. Girish Ahujaji, who
Oh
has
my
joined.
God.
And I think, sir, we are very,
Yeah,
very
please.
fortunate to have you with us.
Welcome,
And
man.
I
Thank
think
you.
there is a departure that we are making from our usual protocol. We appreciate the time that you've taken out to be with us. And we would request you to address the gathering as the chief guest of
yeah.
this valedictory function. We'll be very happy to
Ma'am,
hear
ma'am,
from you.
please
Over to
don't,
you.
Absolutely.
don't,
So,
I don't want to inspire
no,
anything,
sir. No,
continue
no,
No,
with
no,
no,
this.
sir.
I'm
sir.
on
No,
there.
no, no, no.
Sir,
No, no,
I'm
sir.
sir,
there, sir.
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 I'm there. I'm there on
Yes,
that.
sir.
You continue this. Ma'am, you
Right, sir.
continue with this program. I'm there. I will not go log out. Don't worry. I'll not log out. Sanjeev ji also, please continue the program. I don't want to disturb in between. No,
No, what
please,
I'll
please
do,
continue.
sir. Okay, thank you.
Please continue.
We
Please
won't.
continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Uh, uh.
We also have with us, who's going to join in a little while, our distinguished guest of honor, CA Nihar Niranjan Jambusaria Saab, who's currently elected as the Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the term 2020-2021. This is his third consecutive term, which shows not only his popularity but also the ability to steer the organization. Mr. Dambusaria is a practicing chartered accountant with more than 25 years of experience and has his fingers in all committees of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, be it finance, examination, executive. He is an ex officio member of all non standing committees and joint editor of the ICAI Journal. Mr. Jambusaria also looks after the research activities as the director of this wing. As an erudite scholar, he has also been nominated on the review committee for BCom Honors and BCom program by the University Grants Commission. He has lent his expertise and skill and hard work as a member of the Central Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Mr. Jambusaria has made remarkable contribution as a member of many committees, a prolific speaker. He has a passion for innovation and niche enablement. We are very happy to have you with us, sir, and uh, looking forward to your address to the students. I know Dr. Sanjeev Singhal is not going to be very happy, but it is my duty as a distinguished guest of honor. CA Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, President of the Indian Accounting Association, NCR chapter, member of the Central Council of the very prestigious body ICAI, and is very skilled and brilliant in the fields of taxation, accountancy, particularly accounting standards. Presently, he's a partner in assurance practices with SR Bartley and Company. He has worked in a wide spectrum of finance functions, which include reporting, compliances, taxation, and treasury with renowned companies. He was nominated by the government on NACAS. Besides other things, his forte in the accounting standards, as I've said, is well known. He is a special invitee with the Board of Studies and is a resource person for developing guidance notes. He's a man of multi talents with his finger in many pies. He has worked for many sectors, for particularly pharmaceutical industries, healthcare, media, financial services, to name a few. Dr. Sanjeev Singhal has also contributed in the area of social responsibilities and has won many awards and membership of the Central Council, as I said earlier. He has an impressive academic record and is a gold medalist and earned his PhD from FMS. Thank you for being a part of this whole program and organizing it. We are very happy to have you with us on board. Now, I would request Dr. Sanjeev Singhal to give the overview and request Dr. Girish Ahuja sir to give his address.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rekha Dayal. A very good evening to you all. The very respected, my mentor and guru, CA Dr. Dr. S.P. Agarwal, Principal, Ramanujan College, who has been very, very instrumental behind all these programs. Dr. J.L. Gupta, actually the core, the entire Indian Accounting Association revolves around Dr. J.L. Gupta. It is his energy and his passion which brings all of us together. Dr. Rekha Dayal, I would say, the permanent host of all the programs. Dr. Anjali Gupta, who takes care of all the invitations, all the logistics, and the entire program structure. My very good friend Anil Sharma ji, chartered accountant, and besides being a chartered accountant, is a member of NFRA. The esteemed faculty, Alok Garg, Amit Garg, Weber Bhatnagar, and all the participants. It is indeed a matter of pride and privilege that this 7-day certificate course was liked by all of you. As we can see the comments in the chat box, this was hailed as a great program. I'm really happy. From our side, we put up the best. There were 3 members of NFRA which took the sessions: Amarjit Chopra ji, Anil Sharma, and Shri R.M. Jori. Ji also delivered the inaugural address. 2 past presidents, Amarjit Chopra ji and Manoj Fadnis ji, took the sessions. Past chairman of Accounting Standard Board and current chairman of AOSSG, Dr. S.B. Zavere, also took the session. And being a vice chairman Accounting Standard Board, I have also taken 1 session. And besides that, we had a faculty in the form of Alok Garg, who is a special invitee to the Accounting Standard Board, then Amit Garg, Achal Jain, Manish Goyal, and Mr. Praveen Kumar. So all are the faculty of the institute with a very, very high rating. Friends, believe me, this is the best which is available in India. And today on the valedictory session, I'm very happy to share with all of you that Dr. Girish Ahuja is among us. And Dr. Girish Ahuja needs no introduction. Though Dr. Rekha Dayal said that probably one has lost the count of his seminars, but Dr. Girish Ahuja has not lost count of his seminars. He will tell the last number was 3200 or 3249 to be very, very precise. And at the same time, he will say that I have not counted the COVID-19 period, lockdown period lectures, but you can count at least 1 per day. So that is the memory. You show him once and he will remember you forever. I remember his generosity and his care for the student. When I just passed out my CA and I was looking for a job, one day I met him in the alumni association and said, "Sir, I'm looking for a job." Next day, he himself asked that, "Where is that CV?" I remember, "Sir, this you made this statement 23 years ago. I cannot forget it. I cannot forget your contribution in my life." And in fact, I'm delighted to share that CA Nihar Jambusaria ji, the Honorable Vice President of ICI, has also joined. And sir, we will also be joined by Mr. Russell Gadri from IFAC, who is the CFO as well as the Executive Director of IFAC. And will be the first time in India that Mr. Russell Gadri or anyone from IFAC will be delivering a lecture or a keynote speech in a non-ICI program. That shows the strength of this program, and that shows the blessings which we have from all of you. And in my life, I mean, Dr. Girish Ahuja and Amarjit Chopra ji has been very, very instrumental in shaping up the life, always giving advice. And I tried to follow through. Of course, they will be able to tell whether I was successful or not. But I can tell you that they had tremendous contribution. Dr. Girish Ahuja, he is synonymous to direct taxation. Dr. Rekha Dayal said, "I am an expert in tax." No, I'm nowhere in tax. I am known only for accounting standard and IND AS. But tax is not complete without Dr. Girish Ahuja. Dr. Girish Ahuja, many times we say that, there is a lot to speak, so we don't want to bore you. But actually, one should know, because it's not necessary that every aspect is talked about him. But I can tell you that he's been very, very instrumental. He was a member of the task force which for redrafting the Income Tax Act, which will hopefully become a law soon. And he was nominated by the Government of India as an independent director to the State Bank of India for 2 terms. And he has also been on the he's also been nominated by the Supreme Court on the board of directors of the Unitech Limited. That's the faith that the government has on him. He's been appointed as an independent director on Ruchi Soya Industries Limited, and he was also a nominated member of the High Powered Committee constituted by the Government of India under the chairmanship of Justice A.P. Shah. And of course, he's my president at the Alumni Association of Shri Ram College of Commerce from last over almost 3 decades, and that's the love and affection which he bestows on all of us. And then about Nihar Jambu Sariaji, as Dr. Rekha Dayal has already introduced him. But 3 terms in the council, and as far as I'm concerned, 1.5 year in the council I spent with Nihar Jambu Sariaji, a very humble, very polite person coming from the largest industry in India, Reliance Industries, and his contribution to the profession is remarkable. He has delivered over 900 lectures, and he brings a very insightful point of view to all the meetings, and is available full time. Every time you call him, even if he is not able to take a call, he reverts on the same day, whosoever calls him. And Nihar Jambu Sariaji has been leading many initiatives, and obviously next year belongs to him when he will be the supreme torchbearer of our chartered accountancy profession as the president of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. He's so humble and polite. I just requested him once that our Indian Accounting Association, Ramanujan College, is organizing this program. We need your 10 minutes. He says, I'll be more than happy to be there. He has served as a chairman of IND AS Implementation Committee, International Tax Committee, and he's also served as a member of SAFA Committee on Professional Accountants in Business. And he has achieved one more feather in his cap, but which we will let everyone know in due course. He will be going to the highest level in one more sense, but since that's not been announced so far, so I'll not be able to share that with you. He's an orator par excellence, and I'll be talking something about Mr. Russell Gadri when he joins. So this has been indeed a very good experience, and we will also shortly be starting a program on GST, and all these sessions will also be available on YouTube. The recording of all these sessions will be available on YouTube. So today we'll be coming to an end of this 7-day program, but as the chat box shows that the program has been received well, and I'm indeed very, very thankful for the entire team, because this was a teamwork led by Dr. Anjali, then Vaibhav and Alok, and of course the leader is Dr. J.L. Gupta and Dr. S.P. Agarwal and Dr. Rekha Dayal. So I would not like to speak much about it. I've already spoken my heart out on what I feel about the dignitaries who will be talking to you today, and I will hand it back to Dr. Rekha Dayal. And depending upon the preferences of Nihar Jambu Sariaji and Dr. Girish Ahujaji, we can invite any one of them to speak next.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, for giving us a run through about our mentors and guides in the field of accountancy and taxation. And very rightly said, and I would like to corroborate your statement with this quotation by Anonymous: surround yourself with assets and not liabilities. So we have all our assets around us. I think I would request our distinguished guest of honor, Shri C.A. Nihar Niranjan Jambu Sariaji, to give his address.
Thank you, Rekhaji. Good evening, everybody. My colleague in the council, Sanjeev Singhal Dr. Giri Sahuja, all the dignitaries at the Ramanujan College, dignitaries at Indian Accounting Association. Let me at the outset congratulate you for organizing this kind of program for the benefit of professionals and faculties in particular, where your focus is on developing and building concepts for the professionals and the faculties, and in-depth understanding of principles. Let me mention that basically before I joined the council, I was mainly dealing with taxation, domestic as well as international. But after I joined the council, I was involved by the presidents year after year in Accounting Standard Board and then in IND AS Implementation Committee. And to the extent that for 2 years, this committee was given to me as chairman and handle it. So let me give the background. At IND AS Implementation Committee, whatever IND ASs were framed by the Accounting Standard Board and were approved by NACAS in those days, now NFRA. On those materials, the IND AS Implementation Committee had to prepare educational material. And I would like to mention this because all those who have undergone this program and they have enhanced their knowledge, they have built their concepts. If they have any difficulty in understanding any IND AS, they can refer to this material, which is available, and institute would be happy to provide it. Even on website it is available. This committee had another task also, and that was answering queries raised by industries and professionals. And we had a group called ITFG, that is IND AS Technical Facilitation Group. And we have 20 bulletins of ITFG, which are available for access to anyone who wants to have it. And here, any issue raised by industry or a professional, answer was provided by this group. And this group consisted of very seasoned professionals having years of experience in IND AS. So I had the opportunity of handling this committee for 2 years. And even after doing it, whenever I had any difficulty, I used to first refer to conceptual framework. Whenever on any IND AS, I did not get direct answer. I first used to refer to conceptual framework, then come back to IND AS, and then try to find solution. And I would suggest to the participants that even in future, whenever you deal with any IND AS and you have any difficulty, first refer to conceptual framework, because whatever principles are given there, all IND ASs are based on those principles. Those principles are very well carved out in the IND ASs, so they can gainfully make use of it. And I was looking at faculty lineup, and here faculties like Amarjit Chopra ji and all eminent faculties in IND AS have spoken. So they have done absolute justice to the topic, and particularly it was so satisfying to note that Ramanujan College and Indian Accounting Association were together organizing this series certificate course. So my compliments to you, and even the feedback from the participants is so good. And in future also, if you organize such programs, it will definitely benefit the professionals and the faculties. Thank you for inviting me. I thought I will share some of my experiences with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And IND AS, I know your passion, despite being a person of taxation. The way you handled the IND AS committee last year also as chairman was remarkable. And sir, these programs are being organized continuously. We'll now next be organizing a program on GST. And apart from that, I mean, faculty-specific programs are being organized under the dynamic leadership of Dr. S.P. Agarwal on a very, very regular basis, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And all this was done, sir, at a very nominal fees of 600 rupees. This entire one big course was organized by Ramanujan College. So thank you so much,
That
sir.
is so
And
good.
sir, Dr. Girish Ahuja, sir, is here now. I would like to, state this fact that if I'm in the council, Dr. Girish Ahuja acted as a mentor during the council elections as well. His support was tremendous. His backing was solid. His advice every time he'll say, work hard, and work hard. And he made all of us work hard. And he stood guarantee that, I guarantee that he will perform in the council. Sir, I hope that I'm standing up to your expectations, and would request you to keep blessing me and keep blessing us. And I would request you to deliver the chief guest address, sir.
Good evening to everyone. Well, our Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, very shortly you'll see him as the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. We are waiting. Number of days exactly, I cannot tell you. I can tell by my programs, number of lectures. But he must be remembering, because countdown has started, and he knows when he's going to become the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. Sir, I know that must be 100 and some, about 40, 50 days left for you to become the President of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. So, welcome, sir. They are here because the protocol demand that he should have been the chief guest of this function. Well, Mr. Sanjeev Singhal, the Central Council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, a very, very bright boy. I would say boy because he has been my student also. I really appreciate the type of, the knowledge he possesses. And let me tell you, he's an expert in this line. He's an expert. You are calling a chairman who doesn't know anything about IND AS. Chairman always made that person who doesn't know anything. Let me tell you. The chairman has been like that only. I have no knowledge absolutely of IND AS or accounting standard. Yes, I've been hearing a lot of things from Sanjeev in the lectures also, but I'm not a very good student, I've not been able to understand a lot of things about the accounting standard of the IND AS also there. That you're 2% behind this. The credit goes to one is Dr. J.L. Gupta, who really works very hard, unrestricted effort he gives. And of course, nobody could do this program unless we had that our honorable principal, Shri S.P. Agarwal ji from Ramanuj College. He had been doing a wonderful job. Just not been once. He had been conducting this program for last several years, if I'm not wrong. And he has been conducting this program. No other college had taken that effort which he has been taking. I tell you, wonderful person. I have met him personally many times. But he's listening here in front of me, he's there, no doubt. But let me tell you, sir, I really appreciate wherever I go, that one gentleman who has given his premises, who has really worked hard for conducting this program is Mr. S.P. Agarwal. Yet, of course, we have the other dignitaries. Anil Sharma is with me. I can see him. Look, Mr. Anil Sharma, of course, is an expert in the field. I'm not an expert. We have Dr. Rekha Dayal. Rekha Dayal had been insisting me that you have to come today. I said, it is my program, don't worry, Rekha, I will have to come because there is not one person. Dr. J.L. Gupta was my class fellow, right from those days. Right from those days, I've been working with, I've been associated with him. And he's our vice president also of the Shriram College of Alumni Association. How can I leave that? How can I leave that? So that's what I'm saying. Mr. Garg is also there. And Alok Garg and Amit Garg, both are there. Madam is also there. I tell you, I have been noticing that everybody has taken keen interest and done very lot of hard work in making not this program, whatever program they have conducted so far. The feedback has been excellent, let me tell you. Whatever program they have conducted, and I'm told, just now I'm told that you will be conducting program on GST. सर कभी-कभी इनकम टैक्स का भी कर दो, हमारी वैल्यू बन जाएगी.
सर नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम इनकम टैक्स जीएसटी उसके बाद.
No, फर्स्ट जीएसटी.
सर जीएसटी में एक दिन, सर जीएसटी में एक दिन का सेशन है टैक्स प्लानिंग एंड फाइलिंग टैक्स रिटर्न. उसके लिए हम आप ही को रिक्वेस्ट करने वाले हैं.
Don't worry. What I'm saying is that I'm speaking on some issues which really IND AS or this, we do have income computation and accounting standards in our income tax also, ICDS. Because that has been recently introduced about 2 years back. There were about 10 standards which have been introduced in income tax also. I take the help of Dr. Sanjeev Singhal only. So many times I've told him, please explain to me what kind of these laws are there. When we were students, there were no accounting standard. The value of the accounting has become, gone up. because of these accounting standards and income. Otherwise, we all know that debit what comes in and credit what goes out, debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. We knew only those three things in financial accounting. Now the concept of financial accounting has changed. The amount of accounting standards which are there. I was also representing the accounting standard board one time on behalf of Institute of Company Secretaries of India. They had appointed me to attend those programs. I used to attend, but I could hardly understand what was going on. Being a person from accountancy also. But when you divert to a different field, I am there only on tax. I dream tax, I talk tax, I laugh tax, everything is income tax and no other. So you can understand what kind of a difficulty one faces, one who has not read this in his student days. Even in chartered accountancy, that course was not there. They were introduced later on. But I'm telling you, you are very lucky, the students who attended. You had excellent faculty. The name which I have heard, Amarjit Chopra sir, Manoj Fadnis sir, they all are named to reckon with for this type of programs. I'm telling you. They are really expert in their field. They are really expert in their field. Anil Sharma ji, I know that Mr. Ranshwa is a very close friend. Let me tell you, he is also a dedicated person. Doctor, which I can't tell him doctor, but he can take doctor. There is nothing there, but he is really a dedicated person. He had been on the board of UCO Bank also. I know him, and he had been handling a lot of things from the point of the government also. So they're all excellent people, I tell you. And the faculty, I was told, I just heard the name of the faculty. They're all the best faculty available in India on this. And you are going to listen to one program also, I'm just told, by Mr. Russell. He is also joining very soon. And let me tell you, you are lucky to have an interaction with him also. So friends, when you attend a program, you should attend the program seriously. And I've been told that this program, for 7 days program, which spread over 21 days or whatever amount was there, but was really well attended. Everyone was very serious, and they have really enjoyed also that. The feedback which has come to me also, because one or two were attending that program, the feedback which they have given were really excellent. कुछ भी कहिए, last में हमेशा मैं कहूँगा, only one man who has allowed this all facility is Dr. S.V. Agarwal. What could Dr. J.L. Gupta do if he had not allowed this program? Dr. J.L. Gupta is very instrumental. I'm telling you, he is involved in the university affairs, and he is the member of the university highest body. I know that. But what I'm really appreciating is the coordination. And of course, the coordination was done by Dr. Singhal. If Sanjeev is there, then you don't have to look back. He will manage everything. I know the way he handles the thing, and he takes it seriously. He really takes it seriously. Whatever be the program in the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India also, I've been getting a feedback that he is attending all types of meetings, and he is taking everything seriously. Everybody appreciates his work. I'm telling you, everybody appreciates his work. And it will be an asset, to Mr. Jambusaria when he becomes the president. Dr. Singhal will be a great help to him. I'm telling you, assuring you with Dr. Jambusaria, I'm telling you, Mr. Jambusaria, he's going to be an excellent person to help you out. So that is what I wanted to say. Kindly excuse me. No technical thing I can talk. So therefore, I'm not talking about any technical thing. All non-technical I've told you. So welcome, and please enjoy the program. And of course, you will be getting your certificates very soon. Thank you very much. Please take care.
सर आप आए और हम टैक्स की बात ना करें. आजकल एक कंफ्यूजन चल रहा है कि टैक्स ऑडिट.
We can't hear you properly.
Audio problem. प्रोग्राम में भी टैक्स
Dr. Sanjeev, audio
आ जाएगा.
संजीव,
सर
ऑडियो गड़बड़ कर रहा है.
सर, are you able to hear me now?
Now it's okay.
सर, मैं कह रहा हूँ आप आए और आपसे टैक्स की बात ना पूछें. हो नहीं सकता. अभी टैक्स ऑडिट की डेट पे कुछ लोगों का कंफ्यूजन चल रहा है. आप 2 मिनट लगा के यही बता दीजिए कि
कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. It is 31st of October.
Very good.
31st of October and 30th November is filing a return of income. People have not read this bill properly. They have extended everything till 31st March, but thereafter they have written that for the purpose of tax audit, 31st March should be read as 31st of October, and so for filing a return, 31st March should be substituted by the word 30th of November. So there is absolutely nothing to worry about that. They have not extended any date, but we are requesting. I talked to the chairman only about it 2 days back. We said, sir, still the clients are not coming. We are requesting to extend the date. He said the roads are full of people now. Where is the corona type of a thing now? Everybody has started leaving home, so we are not interested. But we are going to make a request to him. I'm again supposed to talk to him on Monday to request him to kindly extend the date. But the bill has very clearly set the date as 31st October for filing the return and 30th November for filing the audit report and 30th November for filing the return of income for everyone, whether audit or no audit. Whether audit or not audit, because there are many people who are sitting here, they are not subject to audit. So they must also know the last date of filing the return is 30th November and not any other date so far. So far.
Thank you very much, sir. Because a large part of the participants are chartered accountants in this program. So a clarity coming from your side is always the final word, sir. So thank you so much for clarifying. And sir, when you were speaking, probably Nihar sir wanted to say something, sir. Sir, Nihar sir, if you wanted to speak, then I mean, please feel free to speak, sir.
No. I wanted to only confirm what our tax guru said, and I forgot to mention. Dr. Ahujaji was not seen on the screen, so I thought he will be joining later, so I did not mention. But let me mention it now. We call him tax guru, and whenever there is any difficulty, we reach out to him. And one more thing, that sir, if you require a representation from the institute, we can very well send it if you think it can
please do that.
help in
Please
any
do
way.
that.
So
Please
that is
do
what
that.
I thought.
Please do that.
Yes.
Rather, I will get a solid background. I always request the institute, whatever pre-budget memorandum or post-budget memorandum, they will not listen to me. They will listen to the Institute of Chartered Accountants. And what we are today is all because of a alma mater, Institute of Chartered Accountants. I don't take any personal credit for that. I don't take any personal credit for that. It is my alma mater, one Shriram College of Commerce, the another is Institute of Chartered Accountants. Hats off to this institute. What I am today is all because of Institute of Chartered Accountants and not anything else. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, Mr. Russell Gadri will be joining in about 5 minutes time. And we also have CA Anil Sharmaji. So Anilji, can I request you to speak for a few minutes? Now you are a member of NFRA. What's the direction you see for the profession and also for the NFRA? I mean, what are your plans of making a difference to the working of NFRA, which is actually coming to haunt the auditors in the manner in which it is functioning? I'm sure with you and Amarji Chopra ji being there, the working will become much smoother. So any views you would like to express, Anil ji?
Thank you very much, Sanjeev ji, for giving me this opportunity to address this August gathering. You see, first of all, it is my pleasure and my honor to get associated with this particular program which you have organized. I remember 2 years back, there was earlier, I think last year only, there was another program where accounting standards, AS, were taken up. So that was with the PGDAV college. So there, when I interacted with, because at that time this Corona situation was not there, so my interaction with the teachers was that, see, I always found that there is a gap between university education and what we are expecting from chartered accountant or other students itself. So that gap, these programs are very good to fill that gap. And I think I really commend your efforts in this regard. So that is the first point. Second point is on to my role in NAFRA. See, first of all, As you all know that NAFRA is into different segments. They are on accounting standards, on auditing standards, and of course the quality control of chartered accountant firms, and something to do with the companies also, those who are not complying with the various standards and all that. So it appears that our role as a member who's a part-time members is going to be more towards formation and updation of accounting standard and auditing standard. So I think there's still that, even I personally feel that even if we are involved into that, that is a very good area where we can definitely contribute. I have been joining this NACAS. Actually, you know that I was there for almost 4 years with you, and whatever we could contribute there, I think I would like to continue the same zeal and my contribution to accounting standards part of it, as well as from auditing account standards part of it into. So that is one area. But one Sanjeevji, one point I would like to, I have been, when I was into a bank, when I was a part of the board, so we have been examining a lot of financial statements, and the quality of reporting was not up to the mark. Though we are taking all the accounting standards as well as auditing standard in a very, very serious manner, but somehow the application of those standards is not seen in a very good light in practice with the companies. So that is creating some kind of a mistrust with the regulators as well as with the other authorities who are looking into those accounts for their other purposes, maybe revenue collection or maybe administrative purposes. So I think we have to work on, Niharji is with us. I think this part, though we have FRRB and peer review has also been, new avatar of this peer review board is also now has been is seen there. I think these exercises would definitely going to help improvement in application of accounting standard in the real sense. As a professional, it should be our endeavor to ensure that companies implement them in proper way. And when we were discussing in, you remember that when this CARO committee was there and we were discussing how to, and you must have seen that regulator wants auditors to report on each and every aspect of compliance of the law. Whereas as a statutory auditor, sometimes we have a lot of restrictions or a lot of, I would say we are not comfortable with reporting some of them because we are not involved with day-to-day operations of the company. So that expectation gap, what is expected from the auditors, and what company wants us to do, what is the expectation of other stakeholders, that is one area which I think we are going to, I am going to face in NFRA also. And I'm sure with the interaction with the institute, we would be able to satisfy the authority that efforts are being made to ensure that quality of auditors as well as application of accounting standard is taken care of in the true letter and spirit. I think, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my views.
Thank you so much, Anilji. So while we wait for Mr. Russell Guthrie to join, we also wanted some participants to share the feedback. So Kapil Bagadia is with us. I would request Kapil Bagadia is the CFO of ENY. And I can tell you this program has drawn so much of interest from every walk of people in the profession of the teachers that he attended the full program, and he used to interact because the daily assessment tests were also were also there. So Kapil, if you can share some of your experience, and then as soon as Mr. Russell Gadri joins, we'll be requesting Russell to deliver his address.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me to share feedback. First of all, my pranam to my gurus like you and Sri Girish Ahuja sir, who would not recognize me, but I have been his student, and all the other eminent speakers here. In one line, if I have to give my feedback, this was a fabulous and amazing session course. I will explain in 3 dimensions this whole feedback. So first and the foremost is the stage setup by Shri Amarji Chopra ji, by Sanjeev ji, and other dignitaries in the day one. Whether it's if I have to take an analogy, we all like to go for Kailash Yatra, which is too difficult. But why? Because we know the significance. And so was the true for this course. The day one, when we got to know that what was the journey, historical journey of this whole IND AS, and why it is so significant for all of us, it actually made our interest more and more in this course. At least that was true for me. And as Sanjeev sir rightly mentioned, I attended all the sessions without any skip, whatever other priorities I had in those times. So thanks a lot for that stage setup. The second aspect is, as Shri Girish Ahuja sir mentioned, the Ramanujan College, the faculty, as in the people of the college, coordinators, such wonderfully coordinated event. Again, I will take just one simple small example. In one of the sessions, there was some technical glitch, and these guys were putting all their efforts to get rid of that glitch, but with such a calmness, full of patience. I mean, that was another great learning for me. This is what we need in everyday's life. And then the third, obviously, last but not the least, is the faculty. Again, all the eminent speakers mentioned the best faculty ever. There is no doubt about their knowledge. I won't have words to explain their knowledge. And on the top of that, again, even their patience. I mean, I was amazed to see that not even a single teacher or speaker got frustrated with any of the questions. I mean, there were repeated questions we were asking teacher X about a question which teacher Y taught us, but they all were so cooperative. So in all, this was a great experience. And thanks to Indian Accounting Association and Ramanujan College and all the faculty members for creating such an amazing experience. And thanks to Sanjeev sir for encouraging me to join this course. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kapil. And we got a message from Russell that he's facing technical problem to join in from US. We are sending him the password again. And in the meantime, I would request CS Ania from Mandita Bali Batenda to share her experience on the program. Sania ji, kindly unmute yourself.
A very good evening, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yes.
I'm happy to share my experience regarding this certificate course on IND AS. First of all, I would like to thank CA Sanjeev Singhal sir, because I came to know about this course from him. The whole course is very well managed, designed by the coordinators, and all faculties were very well explained in this with the help of practical examples, because of which my knowledge for IND AS is more clear and polished now. Whole course is very informative and appreciable. Once again, I thank you so much, Ramanujan College and Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter for organizing such a wonderful course. And thank you, Sanjeev sir, for sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sanyaji. Dr. Rekha Dyal, who is the next
Yes, sir.
one? Is there any
Dr.
other participant?
Anjali? Yeah, Anjali, would you take over and call the other participant? May I call Dr. Anjali, who's
Yes,
Joint
ma'am.
Secretary of Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter and is teaching at Atmaram Sanatan Dharm College and the backbone of this course, because the amount of work which she has executed is stupendous. Thank you so much, Anjali, for running around for all of us.
Thank you, ma'am, for all the nice words from you and Sanjeev sir. Ma'am, we have been really the feedback of the participants as has been given by Sanya and Kapil sir is really important for us, and it is an essential part for any training program, and it helps us in reinforcing, modifying and improving the quality of communication and interactions in future endeavors as well. We at TLC Center, Ramanujan College and Indian Accounting Association NCR chapter always believe in improving, and definitely we know that there is always scope for improvement, and the feedbacks like this are really very valuable for us. Next, I request Ms. Chandni Gupta, pursuing her course of Chartered Accountancy, to come forward to share her experience. Chandni?
Hello. Hi. Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, Chandni.
Thank you so much. Respected all the panelists and my dear fellow participants, it's my honor to share my experience in front of all the dignitaries. First of all, I want to thank Ramanujan College and the team for coming up with such a well planned and timely executed program. These 7 days were very fulfilling in terms of knowledge assuming. The sessions allowed us to interact with the best faculties in the country. In general, when you look at the course of IND AS, it's very hefty, and one might not absorb the idea of covering all the major IND AS in just 7 days. But the team has done such a wonderful job. Like, all the standards were covered comprehensively, practical examples and numericals were used to explain, and the best part is it was so interactive. Like, the faculties were regularly interacting with the participants and help them with all the queries. And also the assessments were very useful to test the knowledge gained through these virtual sessions. So I think with this program we have gained knowledge on all indices to a great extent. And now if we would go and read by ourselves, it will not be very difficult to understand. So also, I am referring to this book authored by C. Alokar, Treatise on Index, for more examples and more MCQs. So I think if you go through the MCQs and just test your knowledge, then it is very helpful to retain whatever has been taught in the session. So, I think it was really insightful, and the program was really good, and I would request the council to keep organizing this program for the benefit of the stakeholders at large. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Anjali, he is still
Yeah.
receiving an error code.
Sir,
So Mr.
Principal sir
Russell
is
is
calling you in a second, sir. There is some issue,
fine.
sir. He's calling you, sir.
Okay.
Next, we have with us Mr. Dheeraj Vij from British Council. I just request him to share his experience regarding the certificate course.
Thanks, Dr. Anjali. Thanks, Dr. Anjali, for putting me here. And before I say anything, thanks to Ramanujan College for organizing this. And it's been my honor to listen to such an esteemed professional from last hour and a half. I'm really short of words. First of all, I think considering this unprecedented challenging situation that we have, right? Thanks to all the support member of the college of putting this together. The logistics and IT, we know from the industry standpoint, it's becoming more and more challenging, but thanks a lot for putting it. Sincere gratitude to all the faculty members, very well articulated, very proud of being of such a faculty, learning from such a faculty, right? Whether it's past president, the accounting standard board, NFRA. and of course Dr. Sanjeev Singh, my mentor, my teacher, my friend, and being associated to him from last maybe more than 2 decades now. Uh, I think
Yeah.
he seen him since my college days. I think he has now gained some weight, but still looks good. Right, such an asset to the CA fraternity, uh, to all of us, the youngsters that we have, right, who look forward to him. I think his contribution to the institute, his contribution to all the professionals which are continuing CA, or to all of us, is really esteemed. I think the session attended from almost 7 days, very well articulated. One thing which really stands out to me uh, is sharing the concept with the practical things, examples happening in the industry. That's more relevant. All the question and answers from the Q&A or from the chat box was very well taken from all the faculty, right? Even if extended the session for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they were very open to it, right? The assessment was very articulated well. The questions were made it very much clear. I think it's lot to take from this session, not to take from this session, and the kind of it's been organized could be taken to the next level, maybe maybe apart from India also. So very well done. I hope you people continue to have these sessions be organized, and thanks once again for giving me an opportunity to speak and be a part of this session. Thanks to Ramanujan College. Yeah.
Dheeraj.
Thank you, Dheeraj.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We also have with us Mr. Anjane Gupta from University of Delhi, who has kindly given assent to our invite to share his experience regarding the certificate course on IND AS. Over to you,
Thank you.
Anjane.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I want to thank all the dignitaries and Ramanujan College for arranging this program and making weekends full of knowledge rather than lazy weekends. All the respected faculties have imparted such invaluable knowledge to us. All the sessions were enriching and the standards were explained in the simplest language with examples and their own experiences. Especially, I appreciate C. Alok Garg for showing small examples and journal entries through Excel. This is very good for overall understanding, and C. Achal Jan for such self-explanatory language, and C. A. Amit Jan, such a young speaker with vast knowledge. This program has truly added to my knowledge of IND AS. It was easy to understand the concept from this session, and it is a blessing for a student like me who is preparing for his interviews. And this program will definitely help me tackling the case studies they ask there. And at last, I sincerely thank everyone for putting such an effort in this well-planned and executed program. I look forward for anything that comes such again. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjane. Thank you for your positive views regarding the IND AS that it is there. Now I request Rekha ma'am to carry over the proceedings further. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you so much. We are still trying our level best to get Mr. Russell Guthrie on board with us, and I am keeping my fingers crossed that we are in a position to get him with us. It was really lovely listening to CA Dr. Girish Ahuja sir, uh, who, and we are very thankful to him for all the appreciation that he has given to us. We were equally fortunate to have listened to Shri C.A. Jambu Saria ji. And I think I do hope that all the youngsters here listen to his assertion very seriously, because one of the most important things that he has mentioned is the conceptual framework that should not be forgotten, but that should be the base of all our analysis, and it should be our ultimately the focus.
So Mr. Russell will try joining through phone, but if that does not work out, then so Mr. Russell will try joining through phone.
Okay.
If that also doesn't work out,
Okay.
then probably we'll have to leave it.
Sure.
Thank you, Dr. Sanjeev Singhal, for it will be our loss not having heard Mr. Russell Guthrie, and I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that he should be able to join us and speak to us at least for a little while. And I would continue as I was saying, that it was equally, we were equally happy to listen to Mr. Anil Sharma ji. And I'm sure that, sir, the inference that you gave us about the quality of reporting in the banks, etc., and all the other people who are in the fray and all the youngsters are going to make sure that the application of these standards is done. And I'm sure Dr. Sanjeev Singhal is going to make it his mission that the banks
Absolutely.
follow.
And Dr. Rekha Dayal, rather I would suggest, because Niharji is still there, he can speak about the Center for Audit Quality
Oh, that would be
and the
wonderful.
steps
That would be
we are
wonderful.
taking for improving the audit quality.
Wonderful, because
Sir.
I think 145 days from now we have the I have the fortune of informing everybody that we have our future president of the ICAI with us. So it is just a question of a few more days. So over to you, sir, Shri C. A. Nihar Jambu Saria sir.
Thank you. And Rekhaji, in fact, when anything on accounting or auditing comes up, then we fall back on Dr. Sanjeev Singhal. Uh, when he was not there, there were others who were guiding, like one of the faculties, CA Manoj Fadnis ji, who is also past president and past chairman ASB. And right from the time Sanjeev ji has entered 1.5 years, I have taken full advantage of him. At Center of Audit Quality too, now one very important initiative that the institute is taking is, and to inform Mr. Anil Sharma, that we are also developing audit tools which can be used by even smaller firms. Generally, the benefit of these audit tools is available to bigger firms, and very generously the big firms, and in particular Dr. Sanjeev Singhal has offered his services that he will be available to develop these audit tools. The process has already started, and once these tools are available, the smaller firms will also be able to perform more efficiently and more confidently. And even banks will be far better off in terms of their reporting. Apart from this, see, we are setting up this center at Jaipur in our center of excellence. And there we have all the facilities to set up an excellent library, set up an excellent training center. Although today, what I heard from the participants, that they are equally happy to learn through virtual mode. But after all, physical learning has some added advantages, which we will
Yes.
take when we make this center of audit quality operative. In fact, the ministry wanted to have it, and the institute came forward and said that we will do it very efficiently and very fast. And the way the society expects audit quality, this center will train its members to achieve that quality and deliver to the country, to the society, to the government, whoever needs it. So this is one initiative which the institute has taken. And even at the cost of repetition, I will mention that we will complete these audit tools as early as possible with the help of Dr. C.S. Sanjeev Singhal, uh, doing it extensively in the team. So this is one initiative that we will be promoting very fast. Has Russell
So
joined
thank you
or?
very much, sir. No, sir. Sir, he has sent a message that even on phone he's getting an error. So probably it is our misfortune that we are not able to connect with him, and probably because even on a Sunday morning he's tried for so long. So I think we will miss his deliberation, and I would request Dr. Rekha Dayal to kindly conclude the program or take the program forward. And thank you very much, Nihar sir and Dr. Girish Audi sir, for staying with us for so long. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
so much.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Thank you so much, C.A. Nihar Sahab, for telling us, giving us the very, very important information, very useful information about the work that is going on with respect to the Center for Audit Quality. And I'm sure, sir, with Dr. Sanjeev Singhal at the back of all these, tools, you shall have the most efficient one take in front of you. It is we do feel very disappointed and sad that all of us missed out meeting Mr. Russell Gadri. But as once one believes in destiny, maybe if not today, some other day we shall definitely have the fortune of listening to him in our next program, I'm sure, because there are certain kinds of technical glitches that one is unfortunately not able to foresee. And we try to dip into almost everything, but once in a blue moon, it always happens that you something or the other comes up which is beyond the human control. So on behalf of each one of us, I think we would still like to send our appreciation thanks to Mr. Russell Guthrie for trying to be with us, and do hope that he's going to be with us next time for our next session. Uh, 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 Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for our conclusion of the program through the vote of thanks. And none other than Dr. S.P. Agarwal I should invite here, who, as has been earlier said, and I'm sure he'll be remembered as the most dynamic and most dedicated principal of Ramanujan College. Each time we have gone to him with a proposal, I think he's given us a nod for 10 more. A man known for his brilliant administrative skills, who's an erudite scholar, and someone with the most beseeching smile, I would say. He has an impeccable personality where the most needed qualities for today's times, which I feel should be there in each one of us. He's an inspiration, and I feel that I think an example to be emulated. His patience, his calmness, his composure, I think is very, very rarely to be found. I have never seen him lose his temper, and I have never seen him lose his cool. And he's one of the most charismatic principals that I think University of Delhi has seen. The college has seen a meteoric rise under his dynamic leadership. He personifies dynamism and determination. And though I would say beneath his very congenial and very, very relaxed countenance, there is hidden a nerve, a zeal, and unrelenting efforts in pushing the colleges up the ladder. With an infectious smile, I think he's everybody's favorite. An alumnus of University of Delhi. He did his PhD from United States of America. And I think despite his very, very, I would say, hectic schedule, he doesn't miss out writing articles for different journals and making sure that the appetite that he has for academics is satiated. Dr. S.P. Agarwal, we are really fortunate to have you at the helm of the affairs in Ramanujan College, and also as a dear friend who's willing to go miles for all of us. And friends, I have lost count of the number of these certificate courses and the FDPs that have been organized under his leadership. I'm sure you will still be coming back to us with more of these programs. So I request now Dr. S.P. Agarwal to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rekha ji. Always thank you for the nice words. Basically, I am among us the best brains in the country. It is my fortune that through Dr. J.L. Gupta and through all of you, we are with them. And I always believe that academics is, is incomplete unless until we interact with professionals and industry experts. So, but my apologies today that we could miss Mr. Russell Guthrie, because I was going through his CV. He is from University of Texas at Arlington, and I am a alumnus of University of Texas at Dallas. And these two campuses are very close to each other, and I have visited that campus. I would have interacted with him today, but misfortune. And also I have visited once IFAC headquarters in New York, because I'm quite fascinated with this subject, international accounting, from my young age. So I have always been interacting with, at that time, International Accounting Standards Committee and other bodies all over the world, because I was trained under Professor Adolf Enthoven, who was expert in this area. I always believe that this area should be highlighted, and it should go to each and every student and faculty and professional in the country. When our team came with this idea, Sanjeev Singhal has always been very motivating, and we have been organizing this program in classroom mode for the last 5 years. And this program, he gave an idea that let us do it on Saturdays and Sundays, so that it can meet the needs of professionals, the teachers and students all together. So with this, I can say today that we are really fortunate, the college is fortunate that we are amongst these best people in the country, and this program is run by them, because I have not done anything except the name and the center which we have from Ministry of Education, because we are really thankful to them that they believe that this college can impart training to teachers and to students and to the professionals. So with this background, I'm also highly thankful basically to our participants who are from the who are best in the industry, maybe professionals, CFOs, and students and faculty members. Without them, we would have not collected here. So they deserve a lot of hand, and they are always they motivate us to do something different. So that is why we are able to launch these programs, and we have already planned another program of GST because of overwhelming response for this program. Today, we had our best person, who is a best brain in the country for tax, as he's called Tax Guru. And basically, I have met him 2-3 times with Dr. JL Gupta. Besides being a professional and a very good teacher, very good orator, he's a very good human being. And whatever help we ask him, he's always ready to give. So that is the kind of personality he is. And I'm really indebted to you, sir, that you have joined us today in this program, because we are all teachers. We sometimes feel that we are, I have not, I'm not hesitant to say that we are nothing before these professionals who are doing so much work. Besides teaching, besides their profession, they are multifaceted personalities. We are only engaged in teaching, research, and little bit of administration. So I have learned a lot from all these people to manage these things. And again, I'm saying that educational institution is incomplete unless until we interact and these people help the educational institution. So thank you very much, Dr. Girish ji, and my personal greetings to you that you took time and joined us. I have already greeted Mr. Russell. We are really, unfortunate that he could not join us, but our greetings to him, and probably in the next program, we will ensure that he is with us. And I'm really, indebted and really thankful to distinguished guest, CA Nihar Jambusaria, whom I met today only on virtual platform and listened to him. He seems to be a very nice and very highly educated professional who have done wonders for his profession. And sir, we give you greetings from the side of the college, and we look forward you to take over as president and do lot more activities in the area of education, not only in accounting, taxes, or any other area where we can do together. So thank you very much for joining us. today, this afternoon, and motivating our participants. And let me assure you that we will be doing programs on each and every topic, which interests to professionals, teachers, and students of this country. I have no words again for Sanjeev Singhal, who is always available to us, and basically he's the brain behind all these programs. And again, I'm saying that we are fortunate, the college is fortunate that these people are together and they help the academics to earn greater heights. And this not only gives name to the institution, but to the society at large. So thank you, Sanjeev ji, for aligning with us and always available to us for different programs. And I have no words to express to my guru, mentor, Dr. J.L. Gupta, who is always motivating all of us, to me, to Anjali, to Rekha ji, that let us do something different. So, through the banner of Indian Accounting Association, we have been doing a lot of activities, not only in the area of accounting, taxes, but also in other areas for the development of the faculty and students. So again, sir, thank you very much for motivating us and always giving us energy that let us do something more. So also, I'm thankful to Dr. Rekha Dayal, who is always a good friend and a highly motivating person, always speaks well for me. Thank you very much, Rekha ji, and for organizing all these programs for us, because without you, these programs would have not been run smoothly. We are thankful to the organizing committee, especially headed by Dr. Anjali Gupta. She is wonderful, always, talking to us, always messaging us, always send WhatsApp. And I'm sure that participants must have interacted with her by one way or the other, and she tries everything to solve the problem of all the participants. Because what our motto in this program or in any other program, because we have trained about 60,000 teachers from all over the country, our motto is to satisfy each and every participant. And if one participant is unsatisfied, it gives a lot of pain to us, because we believe that all of you are our customers. And if one person is speaking against us, that means we have lost the faith, in doing these programs. So our endeavor is that we should give the best, and we should, resolve all issues of our clients or customers or our participants, I can say. So once again, the whole thing is done by a team of professionals and team of people. The professionals are led by Sanjeev Singhal, and team of youngsters are led by Dr. J.L. Gupta. So all the team needs a lot of appreciation and thanks on behalf of the college as well as on behalf of Indian Accounting Association, that they are doing wonderful job, and we will continue to do wonderful job. So once again, thank you very much. Thanks to all the dignitaries once again. And what if anything is, not done, it is the whole responsibility of the college and Indian Accounting Association. But we still feel that all appreciation to our dignitaries, to our speakers, to our participants. So thank you very much. Over to Rekha ji.
Thank you, sir. I think thank you so much for all the kind words that you had for each one of us. And I'm sure we are all looking forward to many more such programs, both for the professionals as well as for the academia. And you have rightly pointed out, sir, that the interaction and the association with the industry is the need of the hour. And if we are able to arouse curiosity rather than teach something, the student will always remember that lesson for the rest of his or her life. So I think that is most important. And with that, we conclude today's session and the IND AS program, which began on 4th of September. We are very happy and do hope that all our participants have gone with a smile on their face and with a happy and contented countenance, looking forward to more of these programs and your association with us. We conclude the program. Thank you to each one of you.
Thank you, Rekha.
All the best. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you, Direk.
Thank you. Take care, sir. All the best. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Girish. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Girish Ahuja. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
We are grateful to Girish Ahuja.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Neha Chandasare. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.